How many of you have ever tried to explain blockchain or Web3 to your mother or a curious friend or maybe your Uncle Ned? During the explanation, do they give you that blank stare? What? Which, if it's your Uncle Ned, is followed by some kind of a rant.
It doesn't there is like a real commodity like corn or wheat or fatback.
I don't know what fatback is, Uncle Ned, but I don't think it's an actual commodity. You might think, why aren't they getting this? It isn't that hard. And yet for them, it sounds like you're speaking a different language. You can see it in their eyes as they fade off into slumberland at the words cryptographic hash.
Ooh, that sounds scary.
Well, I found a way to hold the fate at bay, a method that allows people to grasp the basics and in many cases become avid supporters of Web3 technology. Now, the following is an example of how some of these conversations go. I'm using my mother as a guinea pig in this example. On a side note, my mother is not from England. However, she is quite proper and very hospitable. So in my head, she's always speaking in a proper RP English accent. If you could try and imagine the same, that would be lovely.
I like that.
Okay, Mom. You have Facebook, right?
Well, of course. You know, I'm always giving a thumbs up to all your posts, dearie.
Where does Facebook live?
Oh my. Yes. On the computer? No, wait. It lives on the interweb, dear.
Close enough for jazz, Mom. Facebook is an application that a lot of people, over 1 billion, interact with online. The interweb. The actual program is housed in massive buildings called server farms with thousands and thousands of servers. Servers are big computers. Those servers are managed by some really smart technicians, guys who make sure the servers stay nice and cool because computers don't work well if they get too hot. They also make sure they are upgraded with the latest tech on a regular basis. In a way, it's like maintaining your car with a mechanic. The technician is sort of like your mechanic. These servers allow Facebook to operate on individual devices around the world and function at its best while they steal all your information. I'm kidding. Am I? At the tip of the Facebook pyramid is a guy named Mark Zuckerberg.
Money. Oh, right. The guy who makes and sells the jams and jellies. Is that how Facebook makes its money?
Nope, different guy. There are several ways that Facebook makes money. They make money when people buy shares in the company, through ad revenue, and if rumors are true, when they sell your personal information. And where does that money go? Into the pockets of Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm rich.
And the shareholders. Like a server farm, a blockchain is also made up of many servers or computers as well. However, those computers are not all in one place. They're spread out all around the world. Some blockchains utilize programming called smart contracts. Some of the blockchains using smart contract technology are Ethereum, EOS, the UX network, Wax, and Telos. Unlike the server farms where Facebook lives, blockchains, also called Decentralized Ledger Technology, or DLT, is a decentralized system of servers, or nodes, that are all linked together in a virtual chain. Smart contracts give guidelines on how each node communicates with each other. Every time a change is made to any application using the blockchain, that change is recorded as a block of information. That block of information is then verified and recorded by all the nodes who are part of the chain. If there was an app like Facebook on a blockchain and you used that app and liked a post I made, that like would be verified and confirmed by all nodes around the world who are part of that chain.
I'd keep them very busy because I would be liking lots of the postings.
Oh, that's nice. There are technicians who maintain those nodes. Some blockchains call them miners, some call them node operators, and some call them validators, but they're all a type of a block producer. Block producers, the technicians, make sure the applications and information that's stored in the chain is protected, verified, and passed on to the other block producers. They also make sure those servers stay cool and are upgraded with the latest tech. What's interesting about a blockchain like Telos is the tech that runs and links them all together is really cutting edge, very fast, and extremely green, with almost no carbon footprint. Unlike a lot of other blockchains, it's powerful enough that you can house a ton of decentralized applications, sometimes called dApps, and manage tons of transactions per second. In other words, a decentralized version of Facebook or YouTube could utilize a chain like Telos. By the way, tons is a figure of speech. applications don't really weigh anything.
Oh, that's good. I was quite worried about the foundations of all those node buildings not being able to support all that information.
And if you decided to put money towards a blockchain like Telos, that money wouldn't be going into the pockets of someone like Mark Zuckerberg. It would be going back into the blockchain's ecosystem. You're actually buying space on the blockchain that you could use for your own application, or you could rent to someone who has an application. There are smart contracts that manage the rental for you, or hold on to it until the value of the space you own goes up significantly. It's like owning land.
Oh, you mean like your Uncle Lawrence with his beach house that he rents out on that Airbnb bit?
Something like that. In addition, if you acquire a token-owned land on a chain like Telos, you also get to participate in the governance of that blockchain because you are a landowner. And you also get to vote on who the block producers are and what other opportunities the blockchain will support. The value of a blockchain like that can continue to go up as more people build applications on those servers because the value of the land goes up with the demand.
Oh, that's just lovely, dear.
And that's how I usually explain blockchain tech. It's a pretty simple approach. I get some questions, but they're usually pretty basic and easy to answer. Afterwards, people will have a good basic understanding of what blockchain is and why they may want to get involved. Hopefully what you've seen today will be helpful in the future as you talk about blockchain and Web3 with your mom or anyone else you think might benefit from a simple explanation. Thank you.